Next weekend, the Concha Del Mar hosts Dime Time, where you can win prizes by reaching the target number of assists. Meanwhile, the city will have the Adidas Basketball Open Run. Win on all 4 courts to receive 10,000 VC, free skill boosts, and exclusive MyPlayer items. Plus, a new season means new apparel.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of... And let's go straight over to David Aldridge.
Good evening.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Avdia and Hachimura in the forward positions. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for Phoenix, up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. Landry Shamet is out there with Booker. And it's Ayton in at the center. Conley finds Mitchell. Driving inside. There's O'Neal with the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Now here's Crowder. Bridges outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. It's a 3-point game.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovic is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Pass to Crowder. There's the dish to Booker. There's the pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Back to Booker. Launches it. Rebounded by the Jazz. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again. DeAndre Ayton, the first pick of the 2018 draft. He was obviously the consensus #1 at the time. So hard to pass on a center like him who's got size, athleticism, and an elite vertical threat at the cup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
And that was a loaded 2018 draft class. Not just Ayton, but Doncic and Trae Young as well.
Yeah, there were some question marks early in his career about whether that was the right selection. But boy, Ayton has been a tremendous fit for them. This guy's upside is still so high. You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Here's O'Neal. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Gobert. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Conley against Booker. Pass to Shamet from past the arc. Conley grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Mitchell. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
Donovan Mitchell.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10 wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Now here's Booker, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Oh, Ayton in position.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Conley kicks to O'Neal. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Gobert. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence. That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
But 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
And the pass to Shamet. In the corner, it's Bridges. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. With a completely new group on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Eric Paschall comes in for Royce O'Neal. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Conley. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Now here's Payton. Passes it to Johnson. And Whiteside sends it back. And the Jazz pushing it up now. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Conley against Payton. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist from Conley.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Payton. Sweet little floater.
That's how you pull out the floater when necessary. Elfrid Payton pretty.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. Leading by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Payton outside. Unloads from 13. Not going to go that time.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Jazz out in front, leading by 7. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And the unselfishness of this Utah Jazz team, a big part of what they're all about, as we hear from All-Star Donovan Mitchell.
We got guys who are continuously making plays, and I think we thrive off of. And I think the best part about it is we don't really care who it is. I think that's what separates us from a lot of teams, and that's what's going to hopefully get us to that next step. I think that's the best thing about this team. It doesn't matter who it is. We're going to go out there and continue to find the open man and play the right way.
And Greg, the depth of the Jazz obviously helping with that equal opportunity approach.
And Kevin, that's a great point. You credit the mindset, but it's also their personnel that makes it possible.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. JaVale McGee is out there with Johnson. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Here is McGee. Following the bucket by the Jazz. A floater. Three-pointer. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Craig.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's good. And the Jazz lead by 5.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And what a great addition to the second unit up in Salt Lake with the Utah Jazz doors. Jordan Clarkson has really fit right in.
Well, he's fit in between the lines, and as importantly, he is so beloved in the locker room. This guy gets along with everybody on the team, and their time bonding in the Orlando bubble, I think, really just allowed him to come out of his shell. Just a genuine guy, and we know chemistry matters.
And that one drops for him. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Holiday, the pass to Craig. Johnson with it. Lets it fly. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Utah leading by 5. Pass to Clarkson. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Gay kicks to Clarkson. He can't hit that time. Good D by Holiday. Here's Craig into the lane. No good that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Last time they met was in Utah.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. The results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. So both teams making some changes here.
Make some noise!
Gobert, the pass to Conley. Mitchell in the corner, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Booker with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Back to Booker. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Over Bogdanovic. And the Suns take on 2 more.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
Pass to Gobert. It's tipped. The pass to Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the
6 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Gobert down low. He's covered by Ayton. Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Goes back up. Good on the jump shot.
Bojan Bogdanovic.
1:41 left in the first half of basketball. Conley against Booker. And it's in there. Booker's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
You must respect the in-between game of Devin Booker. So good in the mid-range.
Gobert finds Conley. Now Mitchell. Fires from deep. Booker pulls it in. Passes it to Shamet. Crowder against O'Neal. Now here's Crowder. Tight defense on him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Shamet. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Jazz have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Bridges against Bogdanovic. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Booker. They get it back. Can't hit that one. Jazz shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Bogdanovic dishes to Mitchell. Shoots it. Gets an open look and hits. And the Jazz lead by 2.
There's a measure of composure with Donovan Mitchell, just so calm and focused, understanding how to manipulate the pick and roll.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder. Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes. And guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
They need to turn up the intensity on D. Lots of guys standing around. Can't allow over 50% shooting in this space. They need to make it tougher to get clean looks and force that offense out of its comfort zone.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So on the floor for Utah, Mitchell in at the 2 with Bogdanovic at small forward. O'Neal at the 4, while Gobert stands tall at the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Utah with the ball. Utah leading. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a 3, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Clock at 4. And it's Mitchell missing. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mitchell outside. A 3 ball. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got 7 points.
Well, the defense so concerned about the dribble drive ability of Donovan Mitchell, but boy, you better contest as well.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Shamet. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Jazz leading by 3. Conley with it. 5 points in the game. Mitchell outside. Inside. Here's Gobert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Well, Gobert inside, right? He has such a strong sense for when to take advantage of the skills he has at his disposal.
Booker against Conley. Another shot. Shot by Crowder, no good.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game? Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. Trying to get open is Crowder. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Devin Booker. And the Jazz call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Suns here with a different look. JaVale McGee's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Peyton in for Booker. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Eric Paschall comes in for O'Neal. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now here is Holiday. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. McGee, the pass to Peyton. Off target from three-point range. Utah leading by 5. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. And here's McGee. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Peyton kicks to Holiday. Over Whiteside. Second shot opportunity. Peyton against Mitchell. Shoots from 12. And Utah again with the bucket.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now here's Johnson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Bridges outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Peyton surveying the floor. And they get it. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz leading by 12. To the inside. Here's Whiteside. He can't get it to go. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Holiday dishes to Peyton. Unloads from 13. Utah with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Clarkson for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
T-shirt.
Phoenix making some changes. Biyombo, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Peyton. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Utah. Now here is Holiday. Back to Johnson. Holiday, the pass to Johnson. And the Suns miss again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate. Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Shamet. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pass to Alexander Walker. And that one's good. Mitchell's got 16 points. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Bismack Biyombo, Devin Booker out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Conley. Mitchell passes to Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Crowder kicks to Shamet. On the wing, Booker. Over Conley. And it's good. With time running down in the shot clock.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Mitchell looking it over. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Conley against Booker. And there's the pass to Shamet. Back to Booker. Shoots it up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bogdanovich up and in on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 20.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Booker inside, covered by Conley. And that one's good, Shamet.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. He takes it in. That one misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker outside. Passes to Ayton. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Bogdanovich.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Conley. From outside the arc. And the Jazz, another three.
not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Booker looking around. Going inside. Good work there as it goes.
Now, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bounce pass, Bogdanovic. Here's Gobert. That falls. Nice lead that time from Bogdanovic.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And the Suns call time. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Now here's Booker. Pass to Crowder. Over Bogdanovic. No good on that one. Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. He kicks it to Mitchell. Outside, Bogdanovic. Jazz passing it around. Here's Gobert. And the basket is good.
Well, Gobert is 7'1", and that in and of itself means he's difficult to contain. This guy really understanding how to play through contact.
Now, here's Shamet. He dishes it to Booker. Crowder, the pass to Booker. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Jazz leading by 22. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
And here's Booker. For three. The shot off that time. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last two games they faced them weren't nearly as productive. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for Donovan Mitchell.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Conley finds Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Jazz substitution.
There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Payton. Driving to the basket. Bucket is good.
Very hard to stay in front of Elfrid Payton. This guy has got the speed to get by defenders.
Alexander Walker passes to Clarkson. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Donovan, there's been some rough patches recently, but it didn't look like that tonight.
That's behind us, man. We got to go out there and play like we have been. All
right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV from Cleveland, Ohio.
And I'm back here at the studio. All-Star's always one of my favorite times of the year. How's everything been, Alexis?
Oh, it's been great. It's been cold. I can barely feel my hands. I'm barely speaking. My lips are blue right now. But the events were action-packed with players, fans, and, of course, NBA.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome from Indianapolis, Indiana. A perfect night in downtown Naptown. They love their basketball in the Hoosier State. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here alongside my colleagues, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, it's all yours.
BA, we've seen smaller market teams unhappy with how the buyout system has played out.
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. And here we can check out the story for Marcus Smart.
And a promising trend this month has been a rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's doing a great job with his shot selection, and that is helping his team with their efficiency numbers.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. Al Horford out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Williams in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Pacers, O'Shea Brissett out there with Goga Bitadze. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Duarte in at the three. And this time of year, Grant, the evolution of strength and conditioning programs really shows its value.
It really does. I mean, this is a great time to be an NBA player for so many reasons, including the ones that you mentioned.
Now here's Halliburton. Here's Duarte. Halliburton on the wing. From behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
And Tatum, here we go. Second chance shot. It's tipped. Smart against Halliburton. Pass to Brissett. Back to Halliburton. Here's Brogdon. Got it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Smart. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Horford inside. Fades back. Count the basket.
Interesting choice going for the fadeaway. An unnecessary flourish in that case.
Everyone knew Williams would take a little time to mature. But C-Webb, now he has, and he's making an impact.
He was kind of a boom or bust prospect for that reason. He has all the physical abilities in the world, good instincts for the game. It's great to see him holding himself accountable and contributing at a high level.
Here's Duarte. Pass to Brogdon. Inside. Here's Bitadze. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And here's Tatum. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Attacking the painted area. That's where Tatum can use his height and length most effectively.
Brown against Brogdon. That shot missing. Brown with some nice D.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Smart outside. Pass to Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Halliburton. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Halliburton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Smart passes to Brown. Outside Tatum. That won't go either for Tatum.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots on him.
Pass to Brogdon. Over Williams. And it's Brogdon missing. The Celtics have gone only 2 of 7 so far. A cold start. To the inside. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Brown.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his passing.
Brogdon against Brown. Now here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. Rejected by Brown. They recover it.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
It's Smart on the wing. Defended by Halliburton. Out to Horford. Here's the three. Rebounded by Halliburton. Indiana leading. Pass to Bitadze. And there's 1:45 left in the first. Here's Duarte. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And here's Horford. Smart outside. Outside Tatum. And that one's long.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Duarte. Indiana again missing. And for the Celtics, their shooting has not been great early. Just 27%. Tatum passes to Smart. Back to Tatum. Brogdon against Brown. Outside Tatum. Pass to Horford. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Williams misses. Indiana's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Brogdon against Brown. Here's Duarte. Halliburton outside. Outside Brogdon. Here's Duarte. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pass to Brown. Puts it up from 17. That one goes. Count it.
And Brown is a reliable threat from mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up to the nice-looking J.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pacers out in front, leading by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And with the injuries taking their toll, Malcolm Brogdon said it's all about rising to the challenge.
When we have guys down, people need to step up.
Brogdon looking to carry on, Grant.
Yeah, and as a team leader, he knows. I mean, even more of the burden is going to fall on his shoulders.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Derek White. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Daniel Tice. And it's Williams in at the power forward spot. And for the Pacers, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. When Buddy Hield came into the league, he joined a select list of current and former NBA players that hail from the Bahamas. It's not a long list, but it's longer than you might think.
And what's incredible is Buddy did a fantastic job for the relief effort in the Bahamas after the devastating hurricane in 2017. His work to raise funds and resources for the people who were affected was so important to that entire nation.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Pass to Williams. To the wing, right side. Brown with it. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
And for anyone who hasn't been paying attention, Jaylen Brown's developed into a threat as a distributor.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The drive by Hield. Goes back up. Boston with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Now here's Brown. He's got 5. Outside, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Pritchard gets it to go.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Boston has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. And he banks in the layup. Pritchard's got 5 now.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
No matter what their mindset was, that was going to be a very tough task. Let's face it, they don't have the horses to compete with those guys.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And in the league today, we've got some all-time greats playing out on the wing. But who do you think the best wing in the NBA is right now, Grant?
Oh, boy, you're trying to get me in trouble. That's a tough one. I mean, you have LeBron, you have Giannis, you have Kawhi, KD. All of them are elite. All of them are champions. So if I had to choose, I'll guess I'll go with, I don't know. They're just all great.
Pritchard gets it to go. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside heel. Launches a three. Offensive rebound.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Tatum.
2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the first half of basketball. Jackson against White. He hits the back iron and sinks it. White's gotten his first basket of the night.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots were dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
And he drives in. The offensive rebound. Here's Jackson. Tice with the defensive effort. And here's Boston. A 14-2 run over the last bit. White can't hit. Indiana trailing here. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic.
And that game against the Wizards, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Here's Pritchard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Outside Tatum. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Tice. Horford comes in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Brissett. Back to Halliburton. Another shot. And he lays it in. Halliburton's got 7.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Now Tatum. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Tatum's got his second bucket on the night.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them reduce their attempts from downtown, and quite frankly, I think that's a good idea.
Pass to Duarte. Over Tatum. Misses the jumper. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, Al. As you anchor that front court, what were you guys looking to accomplish in the...
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. It's fair to say that the second quarter belonged to them. They've now got a 9-point edge heading into the second half. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Celtics.
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taken a lot of pressure off their starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical in their approach. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Celtics with the lead. They've got Goga Bitadze, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Halliburton. Then it's Oshae Brissett, and it's Duarte in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's Tatum. The Pacers pull it in. Halliburton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and you know, everybody wants to compare everyone. Tatum's like Kobe. Tatum's like Paul Pierce. But you watch Tatum, he's carved out a niche of his own.
Here's Brown. The turnaround. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Outside Brogdon. To the middle. Here's Bitadze, and he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay.
Tatum shot is good. And the unique blend of size and skill makes Tatum difficult to match up with, Chris.
Bigger defenders can't mirror him. Smaller defenders can't alter his shot. And he's still at the beginning stages of his development.
Here's Brissett looking for his first basket, still in this one. Outside Brogdon. There's the drive. 5 to shoot. Can't cash in the 10-footer.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And the shot's good.
Just too physical, smart, shedding the defense and finishing strong.
The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Brogdon against Brown. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Halliburton. Can't get it to drop. And Boston going the other way now. They host the Hawks after this one. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Here's Brogdon. And he comes up with a bucket.
You have to respect the intelligence. Brogdon knows where to get to in the open floor.
Now here's Tatum. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Duarte. Halliburton outside. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And he gets it back.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line for Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
It's been fun to watch Tyrese Halliburton, the 12th pick in the 2020 NBA draft. It's fair to say he has exceeded expectations so far.
And so he hits both. And Halliburton wants to keep getting better. Chris, you can see the drive and passion he plays with.
Yeah, and that's a very admirable trait to possess. Taking pride in showing up.
Now here's Smart. To the paint. Here's Tice. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding an open man.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Hield. Here's Stevenson. Halliburton outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Hield against Smart. Over Hield. Here's Tice. The Pacers pull it in. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Stevenson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot the best of them. It's encouraging watching them share the wealth as well.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Brown passes to Smart. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The ability to play above the rim. Smart can definitely throw down.
Pass to Smith. Halliburton for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Halliburton's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from here.
Here's Pritchard. Williams with it. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Outside Hield. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Halliburton. Here's Smith. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Halliburton, the pass to Hield. The 3. Tice grabs the miss. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And the Celtics making a change here.
Smart, shooting 1.
One shot.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with this fiery approach to the game.
Hield with the ball. Let's go with a 3. The shot no good. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics out in front. They're up by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Boston. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Al Horford out there with Daniel Tice. And it's White in at the point. Defended by Brown. Fourth 3. Boston with a rebound. Up top, White. Out to Horford. Beyond the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 14.
And look, I respect how Horford rarely tries to move out of his skill level. He knows what he can do and does it well.
Pass to Hield. Shoots over Horford. And it's Hield missing.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Tatum passes to White. Tice with the ball. Defended by Jackson. Now Brown. From 7 feet. Again, Boston.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Hield. Here he goes. Horford with some nice D.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
White drives in. Not going to go that time. Hield with the defensive effort.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Bitadze. Outside Hield. Looking to end this cold spell. Good work defensively by White. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And the jam by Brown.
Impressive ball handling. He attracts the other team's focus and then finds the
timeout. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks. They'd like to reverse.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Brown against Brogdon. Right wing. Clock at 6. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Brown passes to Horford. Over Brogdon. No good. A bit long that time. For Indiana, they've got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Good on the bucket.
So decisive on the drive. If you don't give Brogdon a lane to the rim, he'll make one.
And here's White. Outside, Williams. Tatum from long range. And the Celtics another 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Brogdon against Brown. The drive by Brogdon. Here's Bitadze. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Now here's White. From 8 feet away. Here's Williams. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
Outside Brogdon. On the take. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Indiana ball.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And the Pacers making a change here. Halliburton is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And here are the Pacers now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Duarte. Offline with a 3. And here's Boston. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. It's Williams, high post. Smart for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
Tatum, shot is good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Duarte. From the wing, Horford pulls it in. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth. Doesn't go that time. Halliburton with some nice D. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Now here's White. Pass to Tatum. And here's White. The floater. It's rebounded by Batadze. Now Halliburton. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Marcus, your competitive spirit is infectious. Talk about what you bring to this team.
Just a spark. You know, we get a little stagnant on offense.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Along with Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.